Hello guys, welcome back to another video. I'm just sitting here enjoying a cup of tea in my adorable cat mug that I absolutely love. I got from a charity shop for 50 pence. So firstly, I just want to address the fact that I did not upload a video last week. It was my first week this year, I think, not uploading a video. And the reason is I was not feeling any motivation whatsoever. I think it had to do with me quitting alcohol, for the time being anyway, and that has been very hard. I kind of imagined it was going to be hard. A lot of the time I was using alcohol to be productive, and last weekend I just sat in bed and played Minecraft all weekend. But luckily, this weekend I'm feeling better. It's now been 3 weeks since I quit, and I am getting my motivation back, and hopefully I am going to feel more motivated than I did while I was drinking. That's the goal anyway. It is the end of March right now, and I am really excited because the weather is getting better, finally. The days are getting longer. I can go to work and get there, and it's light by that point. The weather is getting better. As you can see from my wall, it's sunny today. So the goal of today's video is to completely gut the garden because it looks disgusting, and I got a pressure washer so we can wash the filthy green off of everything. And there's also a lot of like trash and cardboard and all kinds of stuff out there. I need to prune the hydrangeas so that they start growing soon. It's 9:01. We woke up really early this morning, not because I wanted to. I didn't go to bed till like 2 a.m. but the cat, of course, wanted to wake us up, and then once I was woken up at 6 a.m. I could not fall back asleep. So we went to Tesco. I got some candles because I got these amazing candlestick holders that I've been looking for ages last week. The reason that I even have them in the first place is because I went to 2 antique shops and asked them specifically if they had them. They both told me that they would look out for them for me, and literally 1 week later, one of the guys that I had spoken to found me 2 of these amazing candle holders that are like antique slash vintage. A few videos ago, I did my propagation station, and one of the plants propagated really well, the begonia, and I think it's ready to plant. I want to get that done as well because I'm going to be out in the garden with like using dirt and getting dirty and stuff. I think it's probably still a little bit early to actually start pressure washing because it is 9 o'clock on a Saturday, and this pressure washer is apparently really loud, but I'm going to get started kind of sorting out the garden and doing the other things before the washing. So why don't we just go get out there and see what we're dealing with. All right, so this is what we're working with here. As you can see, there's a fair amount of trash to clean up. These need clipping, that needs washing as well. Everything is just so green right now. Some of these plants are just not looking so healthy. Those are some hydrangeas. They may or may not grow. It looks like they're budding, so that we might be okay, but I might trim them down a bit more to see if it helps. That's a weed that needs to go. Rosemary isn't looking too shabby. The fern is. That needs to be cleaned and dealt with. I'm probably gonna take that upstairs. It's just the top of my cat bin, litter bin thing. And then that was a cardboard box full of just dirt and stuff, and as you can see, it's growing mushrooms. So all this stuff needs to be cleaned up. These are some roses that are doing just fine right now. You can see that there is some new growth here. Here's the other roses, and they've also got some new growth up here. Those are strawberries, and they're not all dead yet, so I'm probably going to clip off the dead leaves for them. And I'm going to bring that bin out so it's just easier to get rid of everything. And you know what? I just noticed that those are flowering. So that's nice. That looks like it deserves to be a hanging plant, doesn't it? It's like growing down. I think I'll make a little hanging planter out of that. I'm really not sure how to get this like off the ground, so I thought I would try to scoop it up with this. I made sure to knock out the spider that was living in there, and we're just gonna see how it goes, I guess. Oh, so many mushrooms. Ew. Ugh. Oh my god, there's worms. There's worms. Of course there's worms. Of course there's worms.
Disgusting!
There's a lot of worms. Sorry, worms. They're trying to escape back into the dirt, but... Why did I do this? How did I let this happen? Never ever leave a cardboard box out in your yard. Because this is what's going to happen to it if you do. That thing with soil is nice and fertile. Oh my god. Big juicy worms, guys. Big juicy worms. Bruh. Okay. I think I'm just gonna let the pressure washer take care of the rest of that, but at least the majority of it's gone, and there's probably about 100 worms in that bin right now. I'm sorry, worms. I had to do what I had to do, though. So we're now moving on to the care of these plants. I'm just going to snip them off and then wipe this in between plants because apparently you're not supposed to share it. I'm also going to get rid of all of the weeds that are in everything. This one, I actually have no idea how to take care of a fern, and because this all looks dead to me, I'm just gonna cut it all and hope that it regrows. I don't actually know if that's the right way to go. Am I not ill? And if not, that is a lesson learned. But let's just see what happens this way. I just cut it all off, let it live another year, hopefully. This is a much healthier hydrangea than the other one because the other one actually died once and I kind of brought it back to life, but it's not doing great as you saw. This one I managed to keep alive until it wasn't, I suppose. And hopefully this year will be a lot more exciting. There's also quite a lot of weeds growing between cracks, so I'm going to pull all of those up to the best of my abilities. Some over here, a lot over there, and there. Those are the worst. I think that's a dandelion back there, and over here. And I have no idea what this is. I think it fell off my house or someone's house, and I don't know where it came from. And I think I'm just going to shove it in this shed. And my storage is already low. Fantastic. So I think I'm gonna get some cleaning up done, get everything in the bin, get everything moved around ready for pressure washing while I let all my videos upload, and then we can do another round of pressure washing content. We're ready for round 2. Time to do the pressure washing. I put a swimsuit on because I know I'm gonna get very wet. It's not warm enough to wear a swimsuit, but if I'm freezing cold, we'll figure something else out. Well, this is actually kind of fun. I'm enjoying this, although I keep getting dirt in my eye.
I thought I would take some time to share the things that I found out the hard way. So, pressure washing tip number one, no matter how tempting it is, do not pressure wash any dirt off your skin. It hurts. Just take a shower the normal way. Pressure washing tip number two, wear goggles if you have them, or at least turn your head away when you're washing a corner. The water will splash back straight at your face and often into your eyeball. And because I found at least one cat poo in my yard, I'm pretty sure that I got cat poo in my eye. Last tip, don't forget to give everything a good rinse when you're done. Pressure washing flings dirt in every single direction, including all of the walls and everything that you've already cleaned. I bought this Bosch pressure washer from Amazon for about 60 quid, and I think overall it did a pretty good job, and I'm glad to have a space that is cleaned now, especially for the coming summer months, and I'm looking forward to being more out in the garden.
So it's the next day. Yesterday when I got done pressure washing, I was actually really tired and kind of achy, and I was worried that I hurt my back, so I decided to sit on a heating pad. But it's a new day, and there is one more thing that I meant to do yesterday that I didn't get around to, which is dealing with the propagated begonia. So this is what it looks like now. This is this little propagation station glass. So all those like little roots here, they are growing out, and I think that like they might hopefully be long enough for it to plant. I also think that these leaves might be new because I don't remember seeing them before. Just taking this out of here, maybe now you can kind of see all those roots that were not there before. That's actually the bottom, and I'm not really sure how I'm going to plant this. I think I'm just going to shove it into a pot of soil and hope for the best, and maybe kind of like shove these back upwards maybe, because this is definitely like growing upside down for some reason. So let's go pot it up. Okay, here's all my vases. Vases? These aren't vases. Here's all my plant pots that I can use for this. Well, I can't use this one because it's definitely broken right now. I do want to try to fix it if possible. That's kind of an outdoor one, and this is an indoor plant, so I either can use this gigantic one or this tiny one. I think I'm gonna use the tiny one. Oh yeah, that's broken too. There's a lot of broken pots in this area, but that's okay. In case you were wondering what this is for, all we actually store in here is compost and paint, apparently. Anyway, so here's the compost. So there's obviously like some critters living in here. I think that's a slug. Last time I used this, it was for some plants, and then we had like a little unexpected friend come up out of the soil because I didn't know things were living in it. So this is a plant I repotted, and as you can see, there's a hole down there, and this little guy came out of that hole apparently and is just sitting there now, because I looked at this and I was like, where the hell did that snail come from? Then I noticed the hole, and I realized that he was probably living in the dirt that I used to repot them. He's been in that exact same position for probably like at least a month now, so I'm not sure if he's even alive, but we're rooting for him. Hey Gary. But that's fine because we share this garden. Don't really want to touch him because that kind of just grosses me out. So hopefully he will kind of fall. Okay, sorry. You'll find your way back up there. I'm sure it'll be fine. So let's grab some of this. That's going straight in here. And there we go. Fresh compost. Fantastic. I was accidentally recording in a setting called time lapse, so I missed the actual potting of this. All I've really done is just kind of shove this in and try to cover up the roots. But I'm hoping that these will grow out. These baby ones will just grow up and out, and then like eventually I can get rid of these ones. And hopefully it grows. I don't know what I'm doing. I probably should have watched a video, but I didn't. So we're just gonna like try and see what happens. Yeah. Well, that's the end of today's video. If you did like it, please do hit the like button and subscribe. Now that the weather is getting better, I'm hoping that we can do some furniture upcycling in the next couple of weeks. If not, I'm sure I'll find something to do. But either way, I appreciate you so much for being here, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!
Drink a little water, feel a little better. You do what you gotta, babe.